Hey guys, welcome to Mortgage Mastermind Group. You are on the Daily Mastermind. I am Paul Baxter, and I am here to help you grow. Guys, we're talking this week about staying in touch and effectively staying in touch. And one of the ways that I think is by far the single most effective way to stay in touch is with video. I chose this graphic because it tells a really, really great story. With video, what it shows on this graphic is all the components that video brings. You know, all of your marketing that you do, you could sprinkle a little bit of video into that or mix video into the recipe to become much, much more effective in the message that you're bringing. The message gets heard clearer. The message is delivered in a much more receivable method. Look, who wants to read 5 pages of a free report when I can deliver it to you in 3 minutes verbally? That's what video brings to the table. It's an SEO gorilla. You can do it. It's friendly for mobile users, people who read their emails on their mobile phones. It allows you to be creative. You can blog it. It can go viral. It gives you or brands you as very, very different in your industry. That's a big piece of the puzzle. So there's a lot of reasons for video, but in my opinion, it is the single most effective way to communicate to whoever it is you're communicating with. So a couple of reasons for video. Why video, you ask? Well, because it brands you as different for your audience. Your audience sees you as somebody that is different in the same marketplace. Let's say that you're marketing to a referral partner, and there are 10 other loan officers. There's 10 loan officers marketing to the same real estate agent partner or the same financial planner partner. 9 of them are sending an email newsletter every week, and 1 of them sending a video every week. Which one do you think is going to appear to be different, appear to be a higher level than the first one? Exactly. Somebody that's doing something that's a little bit different. It lets people get to know, trust, and like you, sometimes even before you've ever met the person. It reminds people how you made them feel. Now, a lot of you have heard me say this before. Some of you have not heard me say this before. I see some brand new faces on the call today. I firmly believe that people do not buy based on what you say. I don't believe that people buy based on what you say or what you tell them. People buy based on how you make them feel. I know that that's how I purchase. I know that in my sales careers in my past, that's how I've always sold. People buy based on how you make them feel, not how you made what you said. And so what video does for you, it allows you to remind those people how you made them feel. It makes you a real person to those that you haven't met yet. You know, just sending that email over, they don't get a sense of who you are. So, you know, that makes you a real person kind of goes back to let people get to know, trust, and like you before they've ever met you. Let them know you're a real person, and it provides you with a type of celebrity status. And I've got the Henry Winkler. How many of you on this call, just a quick raise of hands or a yes or a no, how many of you guys have seen the reverse mortgage commercial with Henry, with the Fonz in it? We're dating ourselves. You know, I said to my son, I'm watching the TV and the doggone commercial comes on. I was like, oh my goodness, you know you're old when the Fonz is doing reverse mortgage commercials. My son says to me, first of all, who the heck is the Fonz? I was like, really, dude? Yeah. I didn't recognize him either, Bill. It's definitely a much more mature person than the Fonz is. That is for sure, my friend. That is for sure. But I liked that picture because that's really what you're doing with video marketing is nothing different than what Henry Winkler is doing for Quicken Loans. It's the same kind of thing. Yes, it's on a much smaller scale. It's a microbial version of the same thing. But the effect is absolutely the same. You get a sense of celebrity status. Now, I'm never going to tell you that you're going to send out a video and you're going to do a video and you're going to get a call the next day, somebody saying, ooh, hey, Paul, I saw your video and I want to do a loan with you. Ooh, Paul, I saw your video yesterday. Here's 3 people that are buyer leads. I hope you'll give them a call. It doesn't happen that way, but what it will definitely do is it makes it so that when you follow up, it is a much warmer follow-up. Much more warmer follow-up. That's the purpose, okay? Now, when you ask yourself, does anybody really watch? Even on the numbers that we're looking for, the numbers that we're looking for, like my good friend Judy, who does, she had done video consistently for a while. She hadn't done it in a minute. She gets a brand new video out, and within, 4 or 5 days, she's got 27 views. No, we're not hitting the masses like on a television audience where we get 10,000 seeing it in the first run. That's not what we're trying to do. But 27 views from the prospect, the people who are within her list, that's huge, guys. There are 2 billion views every day on YouTube. We covered these statistics on a previous Mastermind where we talked about search engine optimization for YouTube. The average person spends 17 minutes a day on YouTube. 80% of traffic on YouTube is US based. That's fantastic numbers, guys. People will watch your videos. So you ask yourself, well, I just don't know what to do a video on. Well, here's 10 ideas for you to do videos on. And you could rotate through these 10 and never get stale. You could do client testimonials. You could combine, like my good friend Judy did recently, you could combine an important market update with a client testimonial. Put them together. Why not? It's not hard to do. Home buying tips, frequently asked questions. That's a great one. So what you could do, and I've got a good friend who did this in the Kansas City market, where he took 12 of the most frequently asked questions for VA loans, and he did a series of 12 different videos. He search engine optimized them all, but he did the 12 videos, put them out, and now each one of them is its own lead generating capsule. Very good idea to do. Community events. The sample I'm going to show you shortly here is a community event type of video that you could do. How to, and you could insert whatever, how to keep the smell out of your trash can, how to warm your buns, how to make sure that you never lose your charger again. I mean, just anything, little helpful tips, little how-tos. Local business feature. What I mean by that is go to your local pizza store, the place where you order your carry-out from all the time, or your favorite little wine bar, and interview the owner. Do a quick 2.5, 3-minute interview with the owner of a local business. Hey, Mr. Business Owner, I like to provide value to my clients, and I do that in the form of video. I'd love it if I could do a little commercial with you. This is my favorite place to come and buy flowers. I would love an opportunity to do a little interview and kind of send something of value to my clients. That's a great reason for a video. Important market updates. I mentioned that already. When the home buying credit certificate changes its minimum income criteria. That's a great reason to do a video. Great reason to do a video. When FHA changes its LTV value, I mean, whatever market updates you've got, it's a great reason to do another video. Don't only do important market updates because people will get stale with it. They don't want to hear every time the rate changes. But when it's an important market update, throw that out there now and then. It lets them know that you know your business. A cool thing that you saw. Hey, I was just at the local so-and-so and I saw this really cool thing. I thought you'd think it was cool too. Check it out for yourself. All you got to do is go to and show them the cool thing, a new app for your phone, or a new way to golly, I don't even know. A new gas card that saves you 10% if you go to Exxon gas stations. Seasonal greetings, that's a big one. Our good friend, most of you know our good friend Alan, He is I mean, he's famous for doing the birthday videos. Do a holiday video. Do a 4th of July video. Here's a great reason for you to do a video right now this week. 4th of July is coming up. That's a great video. Personal one views. Does anybody on the call know what a personal one view video is? Or let me rephrase that. I'm going to explain what it is to you guys, and you may not call it this, but I would love to know if anybody on the call is actually doing these. I know that there are several on the call that are doing some video, but I'd love to know if anyone is actually doing this kind of video. What a personal one view is let's say you've got, you just heard back from underwriting and there's a couple of conditions that need to be met on a particular file. So you sit down at your computer and you either use Jing or you use your webcam directly into YouTube or some sort of recording. You can use Camtasia for it. There's 1,000 things to use it for. But what you do is you make a little recording of yourself saying, hey, Joe, I just wanted to let you know we just heard back. We've got to meet these couple of things, and then we're good to go on purchasing your new home. So what I'm going to need from you is A, B, and C. If you can get me A, B, and C in the next couple of days, we can get this done, and we're still on target for our close date of so-and-so. Listen, call my office, speak to whoever, you know, your team member, or give me a call at this number. I'll be happy to answer any questions you've got about it, but wanted to let you know all we've got left to do is A, B, and C. So that's what a personal one view is. It's not intended to be sent out to the masses or uploaded and search engine optimized to be able to generate additional views or marketing equity, as Brian Stevens of Frank and Brian fame likes to say. He calls it marketing equity. It's not meant for that. It's meant to send specifically one video, one person's going to view it one time, and informational. Does anybody do that? Judy's saying she has done one for a pre-approval before. Does anybody else do that? I'm wondering, like my Jeffs of the world, Bill, do you guys do that? Jeff says, I have done those. I have sent loan approval and conditions. Okay. One of the things that I noticed about a particular loan officer, she's out of the Hawaii area, not on the call with us, so I'm not going to mention her name. Some of you guys may know her. She actually just recently, as of 2 weeks ago, was voted. You know how every area has the best of? She was voted Hawaii's best loan mortgage lender. Huge honor, by the way. But she does that with every single file, every single communication. She sits down and she knocks out a very quick, takes her a total of 3 minutes to make the quick video. Instead of getting stuck on sometimes a 7-minute phone call, she does a quick video. It has eliminated the follow-up phone call, when you're doing your communication on here's where your status updates, so to speak. That's what she does, a small little video, about 2.5 minutes. The call to action, every single one of them. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me or call my office. We'll be happy to answer any questions you've got. So she puts it right out there. Hey, call and ask questions. She has eliminated the amount of time spent on the phone, because what will happen is if you're calling up doing your status updates, you guys know this, you tell them about the 2 or 3 things and they got 4 or 5 more questions, and you know, oh, well, what about this thing, or what about that thing, or what about this thing, or what if this comes up, or can you tell me about this, or want to chit chat with you. Oh, I thought it was so cute, little Bobby yesterday, he was at the playground and he got in the sandbox and he was taking handfuls of sand and just shoving them in his mouth. I mean, those are eliminated, those kinds of conversations during your business time. It's fine for bonding and trust and stuff like that. That's fine. However, during your business time, you're trying to quickly knock out your status updates. That is a really great, easy way to eliminate some of that additional fluff stuff. Plus, with each and every person that gets that status update, the seller agent, the buyer agent, the buyer, she's branding herself as different as stand above and about. And it's one thing to do it one time, but do it repetitively over and over and over multiple times with the same person. You're branded as a person that does that, and that makes you completely different. Do that over a period of time. Become consistent with that, and you become the number one, voted the number one best mortgage lender in Hawaii. And that goes in all the magazines and publications that tout that stuff, on the TripAdvisor, all those places. So very cool stuff. That's what a personal one view video can actually do for you. And I know I got off on a little tangent on that one piece, but I got to tell you guys, that's one of the things, even for those of you who are doing video that are on the call with me, that's one of those pieces to the puzzle that not everybody does, that could go a huge, long way in the overall, the goal of every single deal that you get is what? To get another referral out of it, right? So that can go a huge, long way in accomplishing that. So how long should my video be? 45 seconds to a minute and a half is the maximum length. I know we all have important things to say, but the reality is you're going to lose your audience even though what you believe that you're saying is important. People don't want to be educated, they want to be entertained. And that's just the nature of the beast with us as human beings. We'd rather be entertained than educated, right? We'd rather be entertained than educated. So even when you're doing a little bit of an education, make it entertaining, but keep it short and sweet. Get to your action step. Get to what it is you want them to actually do before you lose your audience. So keep it short and sweet. Now, if you're doing a local business feature, like a little commercial for your local business, right about 3 minutes is okay. You can get away with doing it a little bit longer, like around 3 minutes. But any longer than that, and you're losing your audience. All videos, every video that you do, should include a basic formula. Who you are, why they benefit from knowing you, what it is you have for them, whether it be a community event or you're telling them about some awesome new program that's happening in your, or the amount of combined income that you have to qualify for an HHA has gone up or it's gone down, whatever that benefit is, and then always tell them what they need to do to take advantage of the benefit that you're offering them. Always, always tell them what it is that they need to do to benefit from you. So you're going to need some equipment. Not really. Is there anybody on this call that doesn't have a smartphone at this stage in the game? And I'm going to pause here and wait for just a second to see if anybody does actually respond to that. So most of you on the call have two pieces of equipment that you could use for recording videos in your possession most of the time. Now, first thing is a smartphone. Smartphones these days, if it's newer than 2 years ago, it's got everything you need built right into it. It's got the video camera, and it's generally a really good quality video camera that you've got built right into your smartphone. The other thing that you probably already have is a laptop computer. And again, if it's newer than the last 3 years old, it's got a webcam built right into it. Sometimes it's not so smart, pilot error probably. Most of the time I find with the smartphones, yeah, when there's an issue with them, it is definitely probably more related to user error. But you've got two items that you could use without running to the store to buy a bunch of equipment. That's one of the biggest excuses I hear when people start talking about wanting to get into video marketing. Well, I need to run and buy the camera, and then I need to run and buy this, and oh, I've got to have that to be able to. No, you don't. If you want to do video marketing for what we're doing, look, we're not trying to create a Henry Winkler Fonzie commercial on the television. We're putting a message in front of people to make sure that they know, trust, and like us, remember how we made them feel, give ourselves a sense of celebrity status, and brand ourselves as different. That's all. We're not trying to produce this stuff that's going to be seen on widescreen TVs and may pop up. You may be hanging out at the bar and look above the television, and lo and behold, there's your commercial on there. That's not going to happen. That's not what we're trying to do, and that's not what our goal should be in video marketing. We're doing some basic things to get our face, our likeness, and our lips. It's the message coming directly out of our mouths that gives us the believability and a sense of trust right off the bat there. So you've got the equipment, is the point I'm trying to make, whether it be a smartphone or your laptop computer with the webcam built right in. Do you need to have editing software? Well, it depends. Like for me, I'm a one-shot jock. I typically, when I do videos, and some of you have seen some of the stuff, if you'd like to check it out, go to Paul Baxter. Just do a search on YouTube for Paul Baxter. I've got some videos that I've done for some fishing companies that I'm looking to get sponsorship with and things like that. So I've done a couple of videos that way. Those are all off the cuff, one-shot kind of deals. I do it that way because I don't want to have to try and figure out where I made a stutter on a word and have to cut in and edit in. I find editing, it's cool. Having the ability to edit allows you to do some additional things, roll in your phone number, roll in a website address, fun things like that. Edit in where you've got yourself speaking and then you've got a client testimonial at the end. That's cool. But as far as recording the video, it is not a necessary piece to the puzzle. I'll be glad to teach you guys every bit of editing and show you some basic editing things. But it is not a necessary piece to the puzzle. Now, if you are going to get started, if today's the first day you're going to record your first video, if you're a Windows user and it's newer than Windows 2003, it came with Windows Live Movie Maker already installed on your computer. So likely, if you're a Windows user, you have Windows Live Movie Maker already on your computer. If you are a Mac user, your Mac automatically came with iMovie already installed on your computer. Those are both more than enough editing softwares. As a matter of fact, I believe the iMovie on the Mac even has green screen editing built in. Windows Live Movie Maker does not have green screen editing built in, but green screen editing is something that is for the advanced video marketer, somebody that has been doing it for a little while. It is something to build to, not something that you get started with. I want to be very clear on that. Getting started with video marketing is not jumping in and having green screen and flashy whiz-bang intros and stuff like that. You don't need all that stuff to get started. Yeah, you can work towards that. You can have more fun with your videos as you go. But get started in the process first, and then add elements to the process that will make it a little bit more exciting for you. You can get an editing software called Camtasia, which will do all of the above, including record your screen and edit green screening. Adobe Premiere Elements, I believe they're on number 12 now. Very robust editing software. That's one you can make a full-on movie with that software. Got all kinds of built-in transitions and colors and cool stuffs. You won't use 3/4 of it, but it's there for you. And then just about 5 months ago, I learned how to utilize, well, YouTube added, and I've been playing with the, if you upload your video to YouTube, it has an editor built right into YouTube that is every bit, it has every piece of the puzzle that you need to be able to do editing. It's a little clunky to use, but once you play with it a few times, it becomes quite easy to use, but it has everything you need. And there's no download of that. You don't need a Windows computer or a Mac computer. It's just part of YouTube. So there's editing software is available to you. I'm going to tell you right here and now. I will repeat it loudly. You do not have to have editing software to get started with video marketing. Want to be clear about that. All right. So the first thing you're going to do when you go to create your first video is you need to develop a script. So you're either going to write out a complete script or you can use bullet points. Some of you work better by having the bullet points and just kind of remembering your sentence as you go. What I do is I write out a complete script, and then once I've written out that script, that's kind of in my mind. I don't read the script in the recording, but I've got a script. I've practiced it 2 or 3 times, and then I can typically deliver that in one kind of shot. You can have someone hold. If you're going to have somebody record for you, have them hold the piece of paper, the script, or the bullet points. Or if you don't have somebody around you, if you tape the paper, your script, to a piece of cardboard, remember the cardboard is stiff, so it's not going to flap around. If the air conditioner kicks on at the wrong time, it's not going to bend the piece of paper in half. It's not going to be shaky. The cardboard is stiff, so if you tape your script to a piece of cardboard, the cardboard's going to hold that a little bit better. You can lean it up against a wall if you're using your laptop. You can tape it to the bottom of your phone if you're using your iPhone. But practice the script and then practice it some more. And then tweak it a little bit. Make sure that it contains who you are, why they benefit from knowing you, and what they need to do to take advantage of that benefit. So here's my little script, and I'll just kind of run through it. If anybody wants to put their watch up or look at their little timer on their watch, my guess is I'll deliver this in about 45 seconds, maybe. It may max out at a minute. And my script is, hey, this is Paul Baxter with Leader One Financial checking in with you. It's another great week here in the Tampa Bay area, and there's lots going on. Over at Pier 60 on Clearwater Beach, they've got some cool kids rides and activities going on Saturday and Sunday, the 28th and 29th. So if you want to get your beaching in, that's a great place to do it. Friday the 27th is Bring Your Dog to the Park Day over at the Clearwater Thresher Stadium. Man, I'm telling you, if you have not done this, you absolutely should. It's a ton of fun for the whole family, including Fido. So right now, home prices are really, really great. If you're thinking of buying or you know someone who is, make sure to call me right away before the prices go up. I always appreciate your referrals. For any questions you have, I'm Paul Baxter, your Mortgage Answers guy. That's a video right there. Can anybody tell me what kind of video, going back to our different types of videos, and I'm sorry to do this to you, but going back to our different types of videos, can anybody tell me what kind of video that is? I did a community events video. All I did was I did a Google search to see what was going on this weekend, and I did a little video about 2 community events that are going on this weekend in my local area. That's it. Real simple. And I delivered it. Did anybody time that? Did anybody happen to look down at their watch? Just curious if anybody was timing that for me. Where's my man Jeff? Did you time it for me, brother? My guess, and it doesn't look like anybody did. That's okay, guys. I didn't ask anybody specifically to do that. But my guess is that's about 45 seconds worth of video right there, with a call to action that, hey, it's right now, is if you're thinking of buying or if you know someone who is, tell them to get in touch with me right away. And I'm your Mortgage Answers guy. So that's a pretty simple video right there. So record your video once you've got your script down. Now the next step is to record your video. You can do it with a webcam directly into YouTube. That's what my good friend Judy does. Or you can do it with a smartphone and share it to YouTube. Either one of those, you get the same effect. Remember to do the YouTube SEO steps that we masterminded about not too long ago, and you can find that in the Daily Mastermind archive. So if you're going to do it on webcam, all you got to do is go to youtube.com and log into your account. If you've got a Google account, you already have a YouTube account. We talked about this on the previous Daily Mastermind where we talked about YouTube SEO. If you have a Google account, you already have a YouTube channel. You don't need to worry about that. Simply select the upload button. Once you select the upload button, you're going to be prompted, and big in the middle of the screen it says select files to upload, but over here on the top right you get an option that says webcam capture. Looks like I got a question in there. I'll stay tuned for that question, James. Let me know when you got it. So once you click upload, you come in here, you click your webcam capture. You click the webcam capture here. That's going to take you into a screen that basically, it looks like a video player, but there's a big old start recording button at the bottom. Now, if this is the first time you've ever done this, what's going to happen is right in the middle of the black screen, there's going to be a box. And the box, I don't know verbatim what it says, but it basically is telling you, it's asking permission for YouTube to display or to access your webcam to display on this screen. There's a checkbox that says allow, and there's a checkbox that says do not allow. You must select allow to be able to have your webcam be seen. Usually it cookies your machine, so you should only have to do it one time unless you have to clear your cookies and cache. Then you'll have to do it again after that. But then you click start recording. You plow through your script. Once you're done, you click the stop recording button. When you do that, it's encoding or processing, I think is the term that they use on YouTube. It's processing your video. You are now brought into the edit screen where you can add a good title, you can add a good description, you can add some tags, you can geotag it, and then you share it. Simple. On your smartphone, now I use an HTC One. My son uses an LG 6 III. My stepdaughter uses an iPhone 5. Each one of them recording, getting into your camera and pushing the video camera versus the photo camera and recording is a little bit different. If you're having an issue with that on your phone, if you don't know how to access your video camera on your smartphone, shoot me a little message here on the webinar. I'll shoot you my email address and we'll set up a time where we can talk about that. I'll be happy to help you out. But it's a simple matter of just going into your camera options on your phone. You should be able to, from icons, most smartphones use icons. You'll select the one that looks like a video camera, you'll record it. Once you're done recording it, you'll go to your gallery and select the video in the gallery. While it's playing, you touch the screen and you will get a share icon that pops up on the screen. There's several icons that pop up. One of them's a little trash can. One of them's a save. One of them is a share. And these are the most common share icons that you'll have. Mine is this one right here. This is the share icon that my phone pops up. Some of them are a little bit different. I know for most Droid phones, you're going to get this share icon. Is there anybody, I'm sure there are, iPhone users on the call, is there a different icon than what I'm showing here for iPhones? Does anybody know? Maybe you guys haven't even looked into your share stuff yet. It's the same. Judy's saying that's the same. Okay, cool. Cool. So the share icon, you click that. If you don't see the YouTube icon from the short list, you will have a more options when the share thing comes up, because sometimes, like my phone, if I don't do it for a long time, it'll only show me 3 options here. And it's usually the 3 most recent options, but there's always a more button at the bottom. Just select more. It'll give you a list of all the different share options. YouTube on all smartphones is one of the options. YouTube from all smartphones is one of the options. If you are prompted when you select YouTube, if your phone is not connected to that account, it will ask you to log in. I know I always pick on my iPhone users, but my Android users, if you've got your Google account connected to your phone, you're automatically good to go. You don't have to worry about that. That's one of those benefits of being a Google Now user. But yeah, you just log into your account if you do, and the same thing will happen. It'll start the processing scenario automatically for you, nothing you got to do. And then you can either go to the desktop version and fill this out, or right from your phone you can add your title, you can add your description, you can add your tags. I don't believe you can geotag it. I'm not positive about this, but I don't think you can geotag it from the phone version. But once you're done, now you've got your video up there, and you're going to share it in the same fashion. And sharing it equals email it, post it to your Facebook page, post it on LinkedIn, tweet it, post it to a board on Pinterest, anywhere that you can get it out there. So the big thing boils down to, as you guys can see, video is not a hard thing to do. The thing that keeps 99% of people from doing video, and I know there are people on, I'm not calling anybody's name, but there are people on this call with us right now today that I have spoken to, I have been on the phone with, and I've heard the words, I don't know, I'm just not comfortable doing video. I'd like to do video, I just don't know, how to get started. The number one thing is fear. Let me ask you this. If I called you up today, anybody on this call, and answer this honestly, if I picked up the phone and I called you up today and I said to you, hey, Paul, I want to purchase a home, $300,000 is the home, and I want you to do the loan for me. Are you interested in the loan? What would you guys say? Yes, of course, right? Everybody on this call. Yes, of course, right? But if I followed that up with, but I only want to do it if you meet me at, I don't know, meet me at Starbucks at 2:30 this afternoon. I want to sit down. I want to shake your hand. I want to physically meet you, shake your hand, get to know you a little bit, and I'll do it that way. Would you guys go to that Starbucks and meet? Is anybody on the call would not go to that Starbucks meeting at 2:30 today to meet Paul? It's very silent in my question box, which means to me that you guys are in agreement that, yeah, you'd get up and go to that meeting. Absolutely. You look like exactly the same at that Starbucks. You look exactly the same at that Starbucks meeting at 2:30. You sound exact. The words coming out of your mouth at 2:30 at Starbucks would be exactly the same. Your voice would sound the same. Your eyes are the same color. Your hair is the same color. The shirt that you wore is the same color at that 2:30 Starbucks meeting as it would be if you recorded a video at 2:30 in the afternoon. Am I wrong or am I right? You would meet me face to face at Starbucks because you knew it would get you a loan, right? Why would you not meet me face to face on my computer or on my mobile device? Why would you not meet me on my computer or on my mobile device? We look like what we look like. We are who we are, and that is who you need to be in your videos is your own character. You don't need to be somebody else. If I met you at Starbucks, if I were your lender, I guarantee you if Judy made that call to me and said, Paul, meet me at the Starbucks at 2:30, I want to do a loan with you, I would show up to that. I would probably be wearing some khaki pants, I would be wearing a polo type shirt, and I would be wearing some loafer type shoes. I would not be in a full-on blazer with a tie on, with a full-on polo button, I mean with a nice button up, with shiny shoes. That's just not who I am. You're going to meet me the same way at Starbucks at 2:30 as you would meet me on your computer or on your mobile device. Judy's saying the same thing, and you know what? Let me do this. So Judy's comment as I'm saying that, guys, just so we're, this is what makes a mastermind powerful, by the way, is what's happening right now with some comments. I've got James saying, fear, you're right. And I need additional content for new videos. That's something we can work on. What Judy's saying is that's exactly right. I get exactly that response when people meet me after seeing my videos. It makes them feel more comfortable to first see me on video. That's what it's about, guys. It is about a comfort level. So let's do this. We've got a couple of extra minutes, and that is the end of my presentation. Judy, are you mic'd up today?
No. Let's see.
Yes, you are.
I am?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, and I got a little bit of an echo, only because you're probably on your laptop and the speakers are up kind of high.
You want me to turn them down?
Just a little bit. It won't eliminate the echo, but it won't make it quite as bad.
Oops. Is that better?
I don't know. No, not too much. We're good. So, Judy, let me ask you this. First and foremost, guys, I want to show you, Judy does video. So she just uploaded this video on the 20th, which was what? What day was that? Friday?
Friday.
So on Friday. Now, guys, I told you we're not looking to make commercials that are going to be seen over on the bar television. Where all did you get this video at? I mean, where did you send it in an email? Where all did you post it and send it?
I posted it on Facebook, and I am going to send it to all my real estate agent network partners. I sent it out to a couple of individual realtors just because they are, trying to do some video work as well. So it's a form of commercial for me and then a testimonial at the same time.
How many realtors did you actually send it to? You said a select few.
Probably 10.
10? So anything anywhere else posted besides Facebook?
Google Plus.
Okay. Did you LinkedIn this one yet?
No, I didn't LinkedIn it yet, no.
Are you going to?
Yeah.
Okay. So in reality, guys, and I'm gonna mute you just 1 second so this comes out clear because I got an echo, Judy, and then I'll unmute you again.
Okay.
So in essence, guys, what Judy's done is she hasn't even gone full-fledged with it yet. She's posted it on Facebook, she's posted it on Google Plus, and she's emailed it to 10 realtors. Now I missed it in my screenshot of this. Let me do this. This is always dangerous to go live. There it is. She's got 18 views already just in the first few days, and she hasn't even sent it to her database yet. Hasn't even posted it on the place where she has the most impact. Facebook does okay for Judy, but that's not where she is most recognized and where she has the biggest impact. So she hasn't even really marketed this video just yet, and she's already got 18 views. Did you recognize those numbers yet, Judy?
Pardon me?
Did you recognize your numbers yet? So you've done nothing but post on Facebook and send it to 10 agents.
Right.
You got 18 views already.
Yeah, but what was fun is I went to lunch on Friday because I posted this on Friday with some realtors, and some other realtors saw the video and commented on it and said, how'd you save that client $1,000 a month? So I felt a little bit like a celebrity at lunchtime last Friday.
And that's the intent. Now, all we got to do for you, Judy, is get you back to consistent. I'm going to make a coaching recommendation to you while we're here. Is that okay?
Sure.
I highly recommend that before you're done with your day today, post this to your LinkedIn profile as a status update on LinkedIn.
I'm not sure I know how to do that.
So to do it on LinkedIn, let me just show you real quick.
Okay.
So if you go to LinkedIn,
which is up to about 2,700 contacts right now, or connections.
When you're on your home, and that's why I say you need to definitely do this, when you're on your home, you've got your little picture and then share an update. So you could say, see how I helped
Right.
this happy customer. And then you would simply,
What's more powerful? Because you know the last part I did on that was the testimonial for 15 seconds from the client at the sign-off on Friday. So on LinkedIn, should I just do the 15-second testimonial and not the whole thing? What's your
no, the whole thing gives you the opportunity to brand you. Remember, the importance of video is having your face in it, and I've seen a lot of video with cartoons and you know, photos flowing by and infographics with a voice behind it. They need to get to see, know, trust, and like you. So see how I helped this happy customer?
Right.
Now, notice when I put the URL address in, it added the thumbnail just like on Facebook.
Yeah.
So now I can take that ugly URL address back out, and I can have a fantastic, now I just posted your video on LinkedIn for myself, but I can have a fantastic, nice little post just like I do on Facebook. To make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the first thing, and the reason I recommended that to Judy, guys, and I'm going to mute you real quick here, Judy, and end the show today because I've got a little echo, but thank you so much for taking the time for us and sharing, like, your results. That's awesome that your lunch, they're already asking you about it, and you haven't even marketed it yet.
Sure.
It's awesome. So the reason, guys, I was telling Judy she needs to do LinkedIn, Judy, that's a big piece of her strategy. I don't know if you heard what she said as she was kind of mentioning it. She says it in such a passing way. I'm up to 2,700 connections now. Those are realtor connections, by the way. She's very specific about it. She has, for months and months and multiple times, been a top producer, or excuse me, a top contributor on the private group on LinkedIn for her state's local association. So she is a member of the group on LinkedIn for her state's real estate association, and she's so active on there that she is a top contributor now. She has branded herself as a giver, as a person that is somebody with great information, and now her videos, they get to see her, they get to know her, she's connected with them. I watch her, the number of views skyrocket once she gets it onto LinkedIn. Tomorrow, guys, that's what we're going to talk about very, very diligently and wholeheartedly, is how do you get these things out? Now that you've got a video recorded, how do you get these things out? And one last slide I did not get to show you. I mentioned my friend in Hawaii that had an amazing, she does video consistently, crazy, crazy consistently. This video was posted yesterday around 7 p.m. at night. About an hour after the video was posted, here is a comment from somebody that she's connected to on Facebook somehow that saw her video, that obviously has gotten her videos. What she's saying awesome job about is in this video she's doing an important market update about the mortgage credit certificate in her area and how the qualifying income has now lowered. And she also gives herself a little kudos. She says, oh, by the way, I want to say thank you to all who voted for me. And she holds up her plaque and says, for the best mortgage lender in Hawaii. So she's showing the proof that, you know, she was voted best mortgage lender in Hawaii. She holds up the little plaque. Thank you for voting for me for that. And don't forget, for all of your mortgage needs, if you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance a home, don't hesitate to give me a call. So this person posted back, awesome job, on the mortgage lender thing. I need to see you when we find a house to buy. Now, if that's not video marketing work, no, that didn't happen on her first video. It didn't happen on her 20th video. This is probably the 3,000th video that this person has done, and she does it quite well, and she does it consistently. And because of those things, this is the kind of thing that does happen time to time. That's all I got for you. Guys, girls, are there any questions? James, give me your phone number, and I'll give you a call about that question. I'll call you specifically about that question. What's a good phone number to reach you at, James? Excellent. I'll give you a call, my friend. Other than that, it doesn't look like, I think I've covered all the questions. Again, guys, join me tomorrow. Make sure that you are registered for tomorrow's class. You'll get a link emailed to you from either myself or from Chris over the next 24 hours. We'll get it to you this afternoon. But make sure you join me on tomorrow's class. Look, making the video is one thing. Sending it out in a way that they know that there's a video there and getting it exposed to more people, that's the deal. Getting people to actually see it. That's all I got for today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and your lives to hang out with me. I hope that your investment today was met with a return of knowledge, and I look forward to seeing you guys here same time, same place tomorrow. Judy, thank you again for allowing me to ask you a couple of questions and being free with sharing your information. That's what masterminding is about, guys, is the exchange of ideas between two or more people with a common goal and harmony and tune. You know, being able to do this is what it's all about, and that's how we're going to help each other, and that's how we're all going to grow together. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We are the Mortgage Mastermind Group. You are on the Daily Mastermind, and we are here to help you grow. Have a great day, everybody.